Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are theorizing the history of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. But wait, aren't you supposed to do football content? Well, yes, but I've been out for quite some time and haven't gotten any ideas since I was kind of busy and all that stuff. So I have a new idea. Why don't we go and do the history of composers, music composers of all of that. And this is starting right now, so here it is. Number 1 section is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Born on January 27, 1756, and died on December 5th, 1791, was a prolific and influential composer in the classical period. Despite his short life and his rapid pace of composing resulted in more than 800 works of virtually every genre of his time. Many of these composers are acknowledged as pinnacles of the symphonic, concert, chamber, operatic, and choral rhetoric. Mozart is widely regarded as among the greatest composers in the history of Western music, and the music is admired for its melodic beauty, formal elegance, and its richness and harmony and texture. Born in Salzburg and then the Holy Roman Empire and currently Austria, Mozart showed prolifery from his earliest childhood. Already composers of the keyboard, violin, he composed over the age of 5 and performed before the European royalty. His father took him into a grand tour of Europe, and then 3 trips in Italy. At 17, he was a musician in Salzburg court, but grew results and traveled in search of better position. While visiting Vienna in 1781, Mozart was dissembled from the Salzburg position. He stayed in Austria, where he achieved this fame, but little financially securely. During his final years, 3 composers of his best-known symphonies, coronaries, and operas, his Requiem was largely unfinished by the time of his death, at the age of 35. His charismaticism, of which uncertain and mythologized. Anyways, so let's start in early life in the family and childhood in part 1 of this section. So I'm gonna read this entire section for you. It might take an hour long, but I don't care. So let's see. So Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born on January 27, 1756, to Leopold Mozart, born in 1719 and died in 1787, and Anna Maria Neopoltari, born in 1720 and died in 1778, at Grandschloss 9 in Salzburg. Salzburg was the capital of the Archdiocese of Salzburg, and insular principally in the Holy Roman Empire, today in Austria. He was the youngest of 7 children, 5 of whom died of infancy. His elder sister was Marie Anna Mozart, born in 1751 and died in 1829. Nicknamed Nafrir Mozart, was baptized the day at his birth at the St. Raphael Cathedral in Salzburg. Bajmiro records gave him the name of Lemsrans from the Jonas Kramarians, Wolfgangus Chararius Mozart. He generally called himself Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart as an adult, but his name had many variants. Leopold Mozart, a native of Augsburg, then an imperial free city of the Holy Roman Empire, was a minor composer and experimental teacher in 1743. He was appointed as the 4th violinist of the musical establishment of the court Leopold Alfred von Fermian, the ruling of Prince Archbishop of Salzburg. 4 years later, he married Anna Maria in Salzburg, Leopold became the Archelaus of the Deputy of Cameroon in 1763. During that year, the son of his birth, Leopold published a violin textbook, Vexler Extra, which achieved success. Which Nariel was 7, she began keyboard lessons with her father, while her 3-year-old brothers looked on. Years later, after the brother's death, she reseminated. He often spent much time in his cavalier picking out thirds, with he making ever striking, and his pleasure showed that it sounded good. In the 4th year of his age, and his father forgave in those words it began, and in a few minutes of pieces in clavier, he could play in faultlessly, and with the greatest docility, and keeping exactly in the time. At the age of 5, he was already composing little pieces when he played in his father who wrote them down. These early pieces, K, 1, and 5, were recorded to natural Norquarius. There were some sort of debates about whether Mozart was 4 or 5-year-old when he created his first musical compositions. For 3 years, little doubt that Mozart composed his first 3 pieces of music within a few weeks of each of K, 1A, 1B, and 1C. In the early years, Wolfgang's father was the only teacher. Along with music, he taught his children languages and academic subjects. Solomon notes that while Leopold, a developed teacher to his children, there was evident that Mozart was keen of progress beyond of what he taught. His first ink splattered in compositions and his posthumous effort with the violin were of his incourageous and came with a surprise to Leopold, who eventually gave up on composing when his son's musical talents became evident. Now, this is only part 1 of the series. The part 2 of this is the 1762 and 73 travel, which was the Mozart Family Grand Tour and the Mozart in Italy tour, which I mentioned in quite some time of minutes ago. But there's going to be different parts of this, and there's going to be different meanings to how Mozart grew in popularity throughout music. And that was it. And about EAFC 24, I am sorta kind of working on it. I don't know what's up with gaming recently, but I'll keep you updated on the EAFC 24 on that one, and tomorrow or something, I don't know. But anyway, so if anything, we should do the 1762-73 travel tomorrow. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you have an amazing day, a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the 1762 and 73 travel. That's all.